Planner, voyeur. I'm exclaiming, I love to ride a bike. He's exclaiming it below on the street through the cement blockade between the trees. High in the flat part, I'm opening windows with my whole body, then hanging curtains to break the sun. Each morning the dog swears. Each good memory you tell until it spills in the air. On the sidewalk he lifts our trays from old ironing boards. Why do we walk down the street? The street's for trash, going down gutters. By my tongue. I live a day, I don't say anything. I depend on, don't know how to depend on. I want to know I can, not have to. I want to say everything as if I'm getting paid for this consciousness, stranger on the road. But I like to do it anyway. I live a minute in that way, all others unfolded inside. As one semi-afloat. This was partially a few months after I got a dog for the first time. So she comes into some of these poems. I whine inside as you whine at my shower. I'll leave the house with a white hair on my sock, so it catches up. Months change to months. I'll take your little hands in mine and rate my summer, sir. I'm less like her. I'll hold you good. Come over and stare with me to make some decisions. I'll turn you while the clock snakes. Tuck your head under your paw. Pity's the way into relationships and motherhood. I'll walk down the leafy street for a drink and sit. I stake myself on the perfect triangle of streets, paint stores on them, traffic lights, keeping the traffic slow. If you don't know, you don't deserve to know how I'm doing the same thing, haven't let go yet. I'll put my head over you, back my head. This is called The Real. This is sort of about living in San Francisco where it's really beautiful a lot of the time and there's a lot of great stuff to do. And sometimes that's kind of overwhelming if you don't feel like you want to participate in any of it. I mean, I can't really complain, but there's a festival, a music festival called Hardly Strictly Bluegrass in Golden Gate Park every fall. That's totally free. It's all paid for by one guy. And there's like 3 days of music. And it's kind of about going to that. It's called The Real, R-E-E-L. Be ancient or older. Young ones here growing younger. Loved ones getting uglier. The faces in the crowd, all known or like the others. Taking a drink, smoking a little, we climb a hill behind the stage. The hill's brown brush, sun from the west, eucalyptus, and it's idyllic, obviously, until it isn't. I lived in Wonderland. I take a break. Cold night, fall night, bright living room light, plans moving slower, you're back in the shower, dog in her sweater, thank someone, God. We hover with the wild pet, throw it in the wild pot, wash out the permanent. This is called Be Here, Ghost Face, 26. I mistake your mind for trajectory. Sorry, ear. I'm sorry there. The side of the face going out into the world, looking like you, not the hat. Let the bay water be you. You eye the Golden Gate. I know the bike valet who takes his weekend, and the red hair spinning out past the bar. Water absorbs the shadows, the towers. Clouds preserve a tower in shadow. Easier to be somewhere I've been, in the place of discomfort with what I am. I take out the part of you nice. The world. Enjoy your coffee, white guy, I say after we smile. I see all the babies in stomachs and strollers, the toddlers on scooters in helmets. You're negative. I forget to leave the couch this morning. I should find my empty, ugly notebooks, get all the ugliness out, and give it as gifts to other people. Your ugliness in my life, but the lack of you. The man yells in the dog park, how do I get out of here? Yells, go fuck yourself. Wondering about the unknowns, kind of beautiful, kind of laughable. Unless it's you wondering, then it's scary. And I think there are 3 of these half-bucks that you can buy at that table for $5 if you're interested. And this is the book Where We Think It Should Go that came out this the end of last year from Octopus Books. So this poem is called Human is Animal, Animal is Back. And I wrote it kind of around the time that Katrina happened and I was having dreams about natural disasters. I leaped from a subway car to a bathtub, which floats in the dirty water that connects one city to another. That's a wish that precedes an earthquake. When we're going to be all together, we take a special pill. The pill makes sure we separate. I'm blue inside. I dissolve in water. The earth fucking delicately under the bed is the product of wrath, I thought, sleeping. The product of the radical when I woke up. Plates should get shuffled in the hearth. The little pill obeys its gadfly. It loves its sinking car. The pill reminds us clouds will stay apart like particles, parade as smog. I was doing this thing for a while of trying to writing a poem and then just rewriting the same poem using some of the same words. So I have a couple poems in here that are 2 versions of the same poem. The first one's called Ladder Heading Down into That Waterway. I cannot sit in this chair. That waterway's my bird bath. That waterway's my roof. Those camellia trees are spindly. Kitchen sounds cut through from the kitchen out the window. Eyes again, with a pillow over my face. I stopped being able to walk predictably. Rhododendrons the size of my house. Your cloudiness, my undergarments made of cloudiness. Through the bird, through the room. I crossed the street, crossed the same street. Walk with light in the bangs in my eyes. I could fall any time walking. I had walked, trusted walking. So long feet apart from me. Green hills, you're away. I go the length behind the wheel, on wheels, fall asleep, lose half seconds in Cloverdale, down the avenue, look down, wound up. Wildflowers for end of the year. The sun lights my foot, and my foot's yellow, and yellow's death in the protracted year. After I remove my foot, I rest my system. I wake up a weedling in the fall. And some of the things that had happened around the time of writing this poem were that I had foot surgery, and I also drove up to Northern California and visited Joe Massey, who was a poet, and I really do not do well on long drives, so it's causing me some anxiety. So this is the second version. Take us via water, bird, or bath. A footfalls are renewal, remove. CD, swell. Oh, and yellow is feet sun and light guns. Wild flowers nod, look up and down the avenue in Cloverdale. Have the seconds they steer the estate. The metatarsals go. Light eyes binge on the same sweet place across the street. Cloudlessness, armistice. A cop, I walk and stop over your itch. I like them rolling in tunnels, the bottles. Camellias at rest. I'm going to read one more poem, but it's kind of a long one, and it's called Young Adult, and it was published as a chapbook by Boxwood Editions, which Lily used to do, and it's also in this collection. And thank you all for coming again, and I'll talk to you after reading. Showing up, having come from somewhere to the bar, past the mumbling drunk, t-shirt, jeans. It's a young adult novel. My hands, no one to look to. They're playing pavement, major leagues, adult themes. Walking in to fill the story, just flesh and cardigan. I recognize you, one in the neighborhood, with movement from place to place, someone who needs a family, new family, for the holidays, who sits on that bench with face. I think of the new train cars in an email to floor@bart.gov. The floor falls in love. Loose clothes and long hair, I love parts. We grasp our flowers. From the sky, I see the island nation where the shows will be. We land, look up, a tall ship as water takes the ground. If we could, it'd be swell for my pheromones, dogs, and cereals. Write in braille on our shirts, then disappear it. Press finger to thumb. Write on, stay in, midnight, go out, hibernate, 3 months. I say hi to every girl I pass. I sit in the station, get on your train, where I'm the optimistic one with his phone that speaks. Legs fold onto the Adonis, eyes follow hair among the folding limbs, dreamy there. Crossed legs, pinning feet. In the morning, Adonis has hanged himself. We bring his limbs to the floor, and my head sliced flat across the top. Didn't need it to be round. You lay a towel to pad the mass of crushed ice, and my blood melts the ice. Hard to wash dishes, but I try while my head drips, relationship in doubt. I can do nothing on one level, which I do on Sundays. Nothing to engage, dangerous fall to an asshole. Deny half myself, something long-term. If you're lonely, you're expressing your choice. I talk you out of it. Your dark choice, to turn the lights off, get in bed with the dogs in the bed. Choose the known, what the other knows. Frown and read the phone for a while. Dogs need a job to do. Lick you. With the Spanish club. With the kids who are blind in the club. I think about dog relationships. He doesn't speak Spanish. I lick slowly. Love baby Katie. I'm the type of lady I steal. Have you read on implicature? It's a few hundred pages, acquisitive. Everything I imply is stated. I go on a talk show segment. Hardworking, caring, interested, with my misbehaving dog. I have a body schedule of 25 hours. Each week, 7 behind. For 15 years, my friends were over 40. Picture of a stranger reminds me, 4 years of my past. The lady behind me, umbrella handle nudge. In the story, I'm 23 years later, with a white cane. I argue, reticent for reluctant, reductive or myself. Dishwasher, head stuck, towel, fridge, snapping noise in house or train. The self grows around my problem, exploratory, him. I don't like some optimism. Tell me it. Tell me that I like human relationships, like being alone, thinking them, obsessed with language of the singular, yet don't understand with my process of wondering how answers would arrive. Just write me. I can't wait to see. I like fun only outside. Inside, stand or sit still. Thank you very much.